Hello everybody, this is Eric for the Dynamic Gamer 87, and today we have something new for you to feast your eyes upon. Yes, that's right, it is Titanfall. And I'm pretty excited about this, actually. I'm just going to go through a little spiel here, and then we'll get right into the gameplay. The reason I'm excited is because I actually wasn't planning on buying this game at all. I'd seen some of the gameplay videos online, through other YouTubers playing the Xbox One thing. And first of all, I was really annoyed that Xbox One got it first, and blah, 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 console war bullcrap there, whatever. But it's an EA game, which I'm a big Battlefield fan. I think if you've seen any of my Battlefield videos that I've been putting up on the channel recently, you guys probably have figured that out by now. However, I'm not a big fan of EA. I don't like what they did with some of my favorite games. You've got... Well, we'll start with Mass Effect, wrecking the ending, in my opinion. No spoilers, since I know Morgan is going through a playthrough there. But also completely botching Dragon Age 2. I'm hoping the next one is going to be much better than Dragon Age 2 was, because seriously, guys, that game is just fucking awful. So yeah, and then all the problems with Battlefield 4, so many problems, and I think it's just really telling of how the industry is going, where we as gamers are allowing these companies to put out just steaming piles of dog shit on launch day, and people are giving them free passes on this, saying, oh, it's okay, everybody has problems on launch day. Well, to that I say bullshit. But politics aside, so I wasn't going to buy this game for a multitude of reasons, but I've been talking to a few friends, people that own the game, and they're all like, dude, you've got to get it. If you like Battlefield, you got to get it. So I caved. I went ahead and bought it yesterday, and I've put about 3 hours into the game. And real talk, okay, I'm not the type of person to bullshit. I don't feed into the hype train or anything like that. So I'm not prone to being one who is swayed by marketing or any of that business. This game is awesome. Seriously, if you have any doubts about this game, buy it. It is fantastic. It plays so smooth. The mechanics are amazing. I really can't say enough about it. Now, I've only put a couple hours into the game, so granted, I'm sure there's going to be some things that I found that I'm not going to like. But this channel is not about reviewing games. At least, we haven't ever done a review on this channel. And I don't think we're going to start anytime soon. So if you want a full rundown, go watch Angry Joe's review or something like that. Just if you don't know who he is, then you're missing out. In the YouTube search bar, just search for Angry Joe. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and play here. There's a bunch of different game modes. The one that I'm finding that I like the most right now is Attrition, and that's probably largely due to the fact that you've got a lot of unlocks that you've got to get, and in order to be competitive, I think, at least for me personally, I need those unlocks. So Attrition is the ideal game mode. But we'll run through them real quick. So you've got Attrition, which is kind of like it's similar to a deathmatch type thing. Kills earn you points. Once you get to a certain amount of points, you win the game, blah, blah, blah. Nothing new there. Last Titan Standing is Deathmatch with Titans, which are the big robots, which are wicked cool, by the way. We're going to definitely get into some of that stuff here in a bit. Hardpoint is, for all of you Battlefield Call of Duty fans, for Battlefield fans, it's similar to Conquest, which is my favorite game mode in Battlefield. And if you're a Call of Duty fan, it's going to be like Domination, I believe the game mode is called. Capture the Flag, self-explanatory. Capture the enemy flag, return it to your base for points. Pilot Hunter... yeah, I think that's just straight up deathmatch. It's a little bit different than Attrition, but it's pretty similar game type mode. And Variety Pack is just a random. It chooses between all the different ones. So we're gonna jump into a game of Attrition here, so yeah, just to kind of bring you up to speed on the game itself. So the game starts you out as a pilot, and basically you're an infantry person. You can select your classes, very similar to Call of Duty. As a matter of fact, the gameplay itself is very similar to Call of Duty in general. So we get to choose our class. We get to also choose our Titan class. And I'm jumping right into the middle of a match here, so let's get to it. So Attrition has not only player-controlled players, but it also has NPCs. Like, as you can see here, here's some enemies. So that was a player right there. That's also a player. The other reason I like this game is because, as I come to find out, I'm actually pretty fucking good at it. So I'm happy about that. Okay, let's call our Titan in. Usually it takes a little bit to actually unlock your Titan. But in this case, because I think I'm in the middle of a match, they kind of dropped it down a little bit. Whoa. Until you've played this game, you have no idea how smooth it is. Okay, so Titan's down. So that was a bad place to eject, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's a game that's really fast-paced. So it's a lot more, feels a lot more Call of Duty than Battlefield does. But the movement, which I haven't done a whole lot of right now, we're going to get into it here. Whoa. Titan got me. Yeah, so the whole movement is, it's very parkour, like free running, if you've ever seen like free running videos where people like jump off of walls and buildings and stuff like that. That's how that is. So every pilot has a jetpack, and you can use that to do things like double jump or wall run, or so you're very, very mobile, and you know, like a lot of games, you want to stay as mobile as possible. So unfortunately, we kind of jumped into the middle of a match rather than at the very beginning. And at the end of the match, whoever loses has to evac. They have to get on the ship here that you can see and try to escape. And it's just, you know, you get extra points if you escape. And if you're the team that won, you get extra points for either wiping out all the pilots or actually destroying the drop ship. So pretty cool, very fast-paced, kind of hard to do commentary. So there you see the breakdown on the score screen. Like I said, I got in kind of at the tail end. One pilot kill, which is, pilots are the human player-controlled ones. I killed 2 Titans, which is awesome. And then I think I had like 3 grunt kills, and I only died twice. So that's pretty respectable. I don't know, so that's kind of the lowdown of the game here. Now we'll go into kind of a 90-second intermission. You get XP to level up. Lots of different challenges that you can do. Anything from as simple as just running around to, you know, doing more specialized stuff. No 360 no scopes as far as I'm aware, though. Thank God for that. So yeah, the other thing that's kind of unique to this game is each match you can choose up to 3 burn cards. And you can see here I was going off of Most Wanted, which just helps you to level up faster. So, you know, that's kind of what I was trying to do. But you have all these different cards, and you can use them. You can bring 3 cards into a match, and you can use 1 card per life, I think. And when you die, the card expires. So you have lots of different modifiers, basically, to the gameplay, like bottomless frags. You know, you never run out of frag grenades. More deadly weapons. You know, better pistols, better shotguns, better assault rifles, better submachine guns, etc., etc. Prosthetic legs, which make you move faster. Things that'll actively find people on the map. That's a pretty good one, actually. You know, all sorts of different things, like call in your Titan quicker. That's one that I like to use a lot. And then XP type stuff. So lots of really cool things you can do with burn cards. You only get 3 per match, and like I said, if it only stays as long as you're alive. So you want to kind of be careful when you use them. You know, you don't want to. If you're getting really, if your team is getting really poorly, you know, doing really poorly, you probably don't want to use a burn card. So let's see here. We're gonna go with my standard rifle loadout. Pick my rifle Titan, and we'll see the whole sequence here. So this is an entire game match here. So let's get to work. One of the big things I like to do is, one, you can use grunts that are on your team for fodder, but I like to flank as much as possible. A lot of times I also use suppressors so that people can't hear where I am. That helps a ton. So let's see, there's a guy right there. That was a close one. Oh, damn. Going after one guy and the other guy got me. So right now we're just running... Whoa, where the hell am I? Okay. So we're just running the standard kit. No burn cards. No special sauce, I guess. Chase down this pilot. Get rid of him. Oh, lucky, lucky. Call in our Titan, because there's a lot of them. Okay, so here I'm actually on top of an enemy Titan. This is if you don't have a Titan, this is a great way to kill one. Shit. Unfortunately, I screwed up. I was using an explosive weapon on there and killed myself. Would not recommend doing that. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, that's a cool gun. So I've played about 3 hours or so, and I'm level 20 now. Pilot just ejected. It's very hard to do commentary, like meaningful commentary, and actually play the game at the same time. So I'm finding it to be quite a challenge, actually. Oh, god damn it all. Each pilot gets a special ability. The one that I'm using right now is one that shows where everybody is located on the map. Kind of like having a UAV in Call of Duty. So you do have, in addition to your, so you have 3 weapons in battle. You have your primary weapon, your secondary, which is usually going to be like a pistol or whatever, and you also get... Oh, what the hell? You also get an anti-Titan weapon, which... Trying to get on him. I was definitely not in the right spot to be there. Whew. Oh no! Whew. Using a bit of the parkour action there to get the hell out of there. So the more kills you get, the faster your Titan becomes available.
Be advised, your replacement Titan will be ready in 30 seconds. Be advised, we are losing the battle and there's not much time left. Defeat is imminent.
Man, I feel like I'm just surrounded everywhere I go.
Your replacement Titan is ready for launch. Signal when ready.
Oh, I can't believe I lost that. So when you're not in your Titan, it actually, there's a somewhat competent AI that will take over for you. So you can actually kind of have your AI kind of be like a watchdog for you.
Enemy pilot presence not detected at the evac point. Recommend proceeding to the evac point before dropship departure.
So since we lost, we're supposed to evac now.
Your dropship is at the evac point. Evacuation procedures will now commence. Be advised, your Titan has been neutralized. Constructing replacement. Stand by.
Well, I didn't even evac. That was a pretty poor game overall. But that's alright, you win some, you lose some. And I guess one of the big things that I like about this game is that your kill-death ratio is not nearly as important as it is in other games. Like Call of Duty, it's all about your kill-death ratio. Battlefield, it's not about your kill-death ratio, but you know, you're still kind of paying attention to it. This one, I actually don't give a shit what my KD is. I'm just having too much fun to care. But it is all kept there for you. If you go to personal stats, kill records. So yeah, my kill death is a 4.2, and versus players, it's a 1.3. That's pretty consistent with how I do in Battlefield. And I'm actually better in Call of Duty, but I really dislike Call of Duty, so I don't play that anymore. I think in Call of Duty I was like a 2.2 or something stupid like that. But Battlefield I'm usually 1.3 because I'm really big on playing the objective, so I tend to, you know, if someone plants a bomb or something, I'm the idiot that goes running towards it to try to defuse it and stuff like that. So more often than not, that kind of activity gets me killed. But this game, you know, it's cool because there's so much stuff to kill, and that you pretty much always have a positive kill-death ratio, because if you're really concerned about your KD, You can always just kill grunts, and yeah, it tracks versus players, and I don't understand. I don't know how it does that. I think it just takes your pilot kills versus your deaths, and I just think that number is not statistically a sound number, because a player can gank you from across the map without you even having seen them. And should that be a player versus player stat? No, I don't really think so. So I'm sure people will argue that, but that's okay. It's a free country. So I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to keep on playing, and maybe I'll record a few more. But yeah, thanks for watching, and expect some more Titanfall in the near future. Thanks.